आप आजाद हैं, आजाद रहें। आप लोग इस मुल्क पाकिस्तान में अपनी अपनी इबादतगाहों, मस्जिदों या मंदिरों में जाने के लिए।
1947, the British leave subcontinent. Out of empire, two countries were born, India and Pakistan. Same year, same economy, roughly proportional to their population. Fast forward to today, India's economy just crossed $4 trillion while Pakistan's still sitting at $450 billion GDP. That's 9 times smaller for two countries starting from almost same point. Every Independence Day, Pakistan pulls out the same handful of the proud moments. For instance, Abdul Salam, the Pakistan's only Nobel Prize winner in science. Careem, the youngest Microsoft certified engineer at the age of 9. In 1998, Pakistan became a nuclear power, 7th in the world and the only Muslim country to do so. All real, all worth remembering, but repeating them every year isn't the same as explaining them. So in this video, we are covering 6 things. The achievements Pakistan doesn't talk about enough. The problems those achievements ran into then and now. Why those problems actually exist. What's actually being done to fix them. Why despite all of it, we still haven't built a global giant that keeps our flag on it. And by the end of the video, an oath that's worth taking. Let's move fast through this because Pakistan don't need one hero, it has several. Starting from space, $19 million a year. Pakistan has sent 3 satellites in 2025 alone. That's more than SUPARCO have ever managed to do so in the past years. Then the money, Pakistani freelancers close to $2 billion last year, putting country in the top 5 freelancing markets. Despite of the blockage for the international payment systems like PayPal and Stripe. Talking about tech history in Pakistan, 2 brothers from Lahore coded Brain, the first ever computer virus, decades before the country has anything resemblance to the software industry. Jumping into business, Careem, co-founded by a Karachi-born engineer, sold to Uber in $3.1 billion deal, biggest exit Middle East has ever recorded. While talking about hardware, Ronin, a Karachi-based wearable brand, builds earbuds and smartwatch inside Pakistan and sells under the country's name. And games. Now 50 plus game studios are operating in Pakistan, publishing and monetizing titles for a global audience who doesn't know that those games are Pakistani. 6 different fields, 6 different decades. Same instinct. Build from less, make it work anyway. Now the harder part to watch. Every those wins happened while we are fighting something. That freelancing money we talked about have to be received by third-party platforms like Pioneer, which cuts 3 to 5% of the total income, plus they offer lesser conversion rates. And Careem, that story legally doesn't belong to Pakistan because that's a Dubai company. Infinity, another Pakistani AI firm worth $1 billion, also have headquarters in Washington DC, while all of its engineers sitting in Lahore working on their new products. Even NetSol Technologies, built here but the headquarters is in California. In 2024, Pakistan lost more money than any country on earth ever did due to internet shutdown. Approximately $1.6 billion. Freelancers watching their work dropped by 70% and started leaving the country, results in ranking Pakistan at 6 for losing skilled professionals. A $4.2 billion loss even after counting what they are sending back. Every achievement we discussed in the first segment, despite something is actively working against it. That is not inspiring, that is exhausting. So why does all of this kept happening? PayPal and Stripe doesn't operate in Pakistan due to foreign exchange and anti-money laundering restrictions from State Bank. The rules that are meant to prevent capital flights ended up taxing the honest freelancers. The internet shutdown comes from a national firewall built for security and content control, which keeps on knocking as collateral damage. Companies registered abroad because Pakistani capital market is too thin and unpredicted to raise serious money. So founders go where investors already are, where the paperwork is easy and currency doesn't lose its value every year. None of those problems are mysterious. They are direct, traceable results of policies which are made for understandable reasons but never get revisited until once the damage started outweighing the benefit. Now the part that actually makes you feel better, because some of those things are actually in motion. In July 2026, government switched to Sky 47 Careem, an AI-ready data center built in Islamabad with a Chinese company ZTE. So Pakistani data stays in Pakistan instead of foreign servers. 2 more are planned in Lahore and Karachi. Alongside that, government is committed to spend $1 billion by 2030 on AI infrastructure. That's real money going to the right problem. It won't fix everything, but it proves that the solutions are practical, not theoretical. That leads us to our next question, that why Pakistan don't have its own tech giant. Look at India. In 2016, they built their own payment system called UPI, which moves approximately $6 trillion every year and helped build fintech giants like Paytm. Pakistani version, Raast, launched in 2021, barely used by anyone to pay on a shop. Another example is Airlift, which closed $85 million in funding, the biggest funding round ever closed by any Pakistani startup in history. Is supposed to be an example, but by July 2022, 1 year after raising the funding, before their next round, the company is closed. They just disappeared. Pakistan had blueprint and years to study it. It had startup with real customers, but once the money got nervous, everything goes off the track. All these stories have similar missing pieces. Not the talent, not the idea. The local capital, patience flow through to let a Pakistani company stay Pakistani until it became something the world can't ignore. So here's the oath. Not to the country as an idea, but to industry as a promise. Build something that doesn't need a foreign address to be taken seriously. Finish what gets started, even after the funding gets hard. Bring the best minds home instead of settling them for remittance. This is for the government. Fix the infrastructure. Literally. So the lights and internet stays on until we close a deal. Nobody handed Pakistan its first nuclear bomb in 1998. And nobody is going to hand it the next unicorn either. The one we built ourselves, and this time it stays with us. Happy Independence Day and follow Hypertech.